right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Geeks Night of Comedy. Let me give you a big round of applause. All right, we got a great show for you tonight. We have Andrew Mabone here tonight, Joe Barton, Dustin Nowak, James Rodanis, Joseph DePaul, C.B. Wilkins is here. And I want you guys to give a big round of applause for your host, Derek Williams.
Hello. I came here to drink milk and kick ass. And I've just finished my milk. How are we doing tonight, ROFCON? All right, we are here. ROFCON 2014, the first ROFCON of all ROFCONs. You're all here. You can say you were the first. Say, I was the first. All right, yeah, this is the Geeks Night of Comedy. We're all stand-up comics. We tour comedy clubs. We go to different venues, dive bars, and sometimes we do nerdy jokes at those places that just don't work, okay? That's the deal. Nobody's going to know what the TARDIS is. Nobody's going to know what the Millennium Falcon is. Nobody's going to know what a DeLorean is unless they still have one from the 1980s. Nobody's going to know the reference that we make when we talk about the great Harold Ramis and the Twinkie. They will not get it. But we're going to give you stuff that you guys can get, guys, all right? So you guys ready to have a good time tonight? All right, we are here. We are going to give you some comedy, ladies and gentlemen. This hair is not real, just so you know. It's a cosplay. I am Maurice Moss from the IT crowd, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah, this hair is not real. I wish it was. I wish this hair was real. I'm actually bald. Sorry, ladies. I'm bald. Yeah. I have a receding hairline that goes all the way to the back of my head, ladies. That's right. I mean, let's be honest. This is called my cul-de-sac? I don't know. Yeah. The U-turn? I don't know. Whatever. Like, if I did have an afro, it would look like a neck pillow. Just a little too high. But I was at MarsCon, a sci-fi convention, and I saw some black dude with a receding hairline just like me, but this guy had dreadlocks. So the whole time I kept calling him the Predator. Guys, I did. I did. Got a little closer, found out it was a woman. Oh, no! Oh, damn. I love conventions, folks. This is what I love to do. I've been going to conventions for years, man. The last really huge convention that I went to was Otakon. 40,000 geeks and nerds in Baltimore. That's right. That's my type of crowd. Half those people got to ride there with their mom. But I am a responsible adult. I gave my mom gas money. Fuck those nerds. All right? I love conventions, man. I went to this one place. There's a whole bunch of people standing around talking about stuff I don't care about. Some of them are wearing the most ridiculous outfits I've ever seen. So I left Walmart and I went back to the convention, folks. I did. And people love to cosplay, as a lot of you did, as I did cosplaying, folks. And these conventions are never complete unless you run into the 600-pound white chick dressed up as Wonder Woman, you know. Of course, she's still getting hit on by guys like me, because she's a big girl in white, and I don't know if you know how stereotypes work, but I have to follow the rules, folks. I do. I asked her what her name was, and she said, "My name's John." I'm like, holy shit. What are you doing Friday, John? I want to know. There's a dance at midnight. All right, guys. Oh, man. I'm really out of touch when it comes to current events because everybody knows that whole Trayvon Martin thing was like 2 years ago. And when that originally happened, a lot of black kids were wearing hoodies that say, just because I'm black and I'm wearing a hoodie doesn't mean I'm dangerous, which is fine. But I had no idea any of that was going on because I was too excited. Wasn't checking the news because Marvel's Avengers came out the same time that was happening. So I didn't care about the news. I had no idea any of this was going on. I'm at the midnight showing to watch Marvel's Avengers. I have a hoodie on, and a guy says to me, "Hey, man, do you have your hoodie on because of Trayvon Martin?" And I said, "I don't watch basketball, okay?" He's like, "It's the guy in Florida that got shot." And I'm like, wow, the Miami Heat will do anything to win the playoffs, I guess. Terrible. I love doing nerdy stuff because I know a lot of people don't get that stuff, but you guys will all get it. Like if I do a joke about Nintendo, 90% of the audience will get it. Yeah. If I do a joke about Star Wars or Star Trek, 35% of the audience will get it. All right? But if I do a joke that involves the number 3.14159.265, which is, yeah, and I at least get a giggle, I know who paid attention in math and science. That's right. And I also know where to buy crystal meth. Thank you, lady. I really appreciate you bringing the boobs out. All right, guys. Nobody can see. She has a corset on. Her boobs are sticking out. I can talk about it. It's cool. It's no big deal. No corset? Holy shit, those are all me. All right, these are mine. I brought them. No. All right, guys. What's that? I don't speak drunk. All right, guys. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. My sister's a nerd, too. She's a geek, and she's a lesbian. And I figured that out a long time ago because during school, we would go to lunch together, and I was one of those guys who used to watch the girls in the cafeteria eating ice cream. Because you girls would always get the same ice cream. Do you girls remember the Nutty Buddy ice cream, the vanilla cone with the nuts and chocolate? Girls would get that. I would stare at you girls licking the ice cream. And I swear, guys, you girls did this on purpose. You'd be licking the ice cream. Did it on purpose. But not my sister. Not my sister. She never got the Nutty Buddy ice cream. She would always get the ice cream sandwich. Remember that? Licking the sides. Oh, yeah. So I knew that was coming. Yes, I did. One day she was like, "Hey, Derek, do you want to share?" I'm like, "Yes, I do. But no eye contact this time, okay? We don't need that on our hands, man." I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Oh, we got Star Wars fans out here? That's right. Star Trek fans out there? I saw the last Star Trek movie in the theater, man. And the last one I saw in the theater, it was great. A lot of people were dressed up in their Star Trek uniforms, as my friend Carl. Give Carl a round of applause. Cosplays the red shirt. Carl, destined to die in a red shirt. I saw the last Star Trek movie in the theater, and there were some people dressed up in their Star Trek uniforms. But me, I went dressed up as Star Wars Chewbacca. Yeah. Because I was trying to be a dick. I don't know, whatever. People looked at me, and they were like, "What are you supposed to be?" I said, "I'm a tribble, all right? With anger management issues, all right? Get the hell away from me, yeah. I love that. I love Star Wars, though. Here's my impression of Darth Vader after running a marathon, all right? Darth Vader after running a marathon. Because he's tired. You guys get that? Okay, he's tired. He's tired, out of breath. All right. Here's Darth Vader if he weighed 600 pounds, all right? 600-pound Darth Vader. Luke, are you going to eat that? That's a quick exchange. Like I said, I do love Star Wars, and I had this thing. Conan O'Brien had this thing on his Facebook page. You could submit terrible Star Wars spin-offs, and I did. None of mine got picked, but they were really good. Spin-offs like a spin-off of a movie or a product or a show. Give you an example, one of the ones I had on my list. Keeping Up with the Calrissians, that was one. Oh, man. Extreme Makeover, Alderaan Edition, that's another one. That's a good one. Dude, Where's My Speeder Bike? That's a... Expendables, Stormtroopers Edition, that's another one. And the one I wrote, my favorite one that I wrote, is a spin-off to the movie series Weekend at Bernie's. This one is called Weekend at Uncle Owen's, okay? Yeah. Carrying those bones around. We do that. Yeah. Man, I'm so glad you guys came out. Two of my other founders of the show didn't make it. They couldn't make it out. One of them because he has another show. The other one is because he's Orthodox Jewish. Any Jews in the house tonight? Any Jews in the house? Any Jews? There we go. Any Schwartzes in the house? Any Schwartzes? Okay, they know what I mean. Yeah, see, he got it, right? All right. I just don't want to use the N-word on stage, okay? All right, so I said that word. Okay, we'll get that out of the way. Okay, thank you, 4chan. All right, but I went to his house. I had the pleasure of going to his house. Wait a minute. What are you guys doing here? Not Orthodox Jewish, right? Just regular Jewish? I don't know what types of, I don't know, whatever. Now they got quiet. Ah, this guy, okay. You're not supposed to be here. Is that Beetlejuice or Robin Thicke? What do you want, stripes? I don't know what she's got on. I can't see. I can't see. I'm blind. Okay. It doesn't matter. Sorry. Bring the show to a screeching halt. I went to my friend's house. He had the Sabbath, which is, Sabbath is, I don't know what the fuck it is, but really, it's, I went to his house, and they had served bread. I got matzo ball soup, which was cool. Me and a bunch of other comedians came out, and he was like, is there a Jewish equivalent of communion wine? He says, yeah, it's called single malt scotch. Here you go. No. And he did sung songs, and he did prayers, which is cool and everything. Some of it was a little weird. And I thought at some point he was going to start screwing around and take his yarmulke off and be like, Kalima! Kalima! Puts his hand in his heart, pulls that shit out. It's on fire. It's beating and everything. His kids are like, Nam Shiva, Nam Shiva, Nam Shiva. You know, his wife's looking at me like, we do this every week, you know. Okay, that is 3 Indiana Jones and a Temple of Doom references in one joke. Let's go for number 4. I looked at one of the other comics who was there, and I said, I'm not leaving here without the stones. That was one. Okay, and let's enter there. No, one more. Okay. I looked outside. There was an Asian kid, and he was like, you cheat, Dr. Jones. All right, guys, that's enough of that. Yeah. Oh, man. So last things last. Like I said, I do love coming out to conventions. I do love doing these things. I have kids, too. I'm going to turn them into nerds. I have 2 kids. They're mixed. Their mother's white, and I'm obviously, you guys can see me, I'm bald. And when you have 2 mixed twins, you have one whole white kid, one whole black kid. That works out. We get to share. It's great. Daughter's name is Catherine. My son's named after his great-grandfather, Carlton. That's an awesome name, unless you have friends who love the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know. Because I always want to teach my son the Carlton dance, right? And I always want to teach my friends to shut the fuck up. And I'm going to teach my kids video game stuff I love, like the old Nintendo cheat code. Some of you guys know it. Up, down, left, right, BA start. But then they go running off to watch Sesame Street. I'm like, hey, look, guys, Elmo's a goody two-shoes. He's not going to be able to teach you guys to cheat, okay? So I got you guys this Lance Armstrong training set. I did. It's right here. What's in this box? Okay, here you go, kids. It comes with 2 Livestrong bracelets and 1 ball. Here you go. That's, oh, we're on his side now. I see. Oh, man. Last thing, MarsCon. I went MarsCon. We did a show. It was great. We had fun. And we did, after the show, we went to go drink, which is probably what I'm going to do after I get out of here. I don't know who drinks here. Yeah, but here's the thing. Something I shouldn't have done. Here's what I did. I went and I had, they said, hey, man, do you want gin and tonic or do you want scotch? And I said, how about both? Mistake. Oh, God. I was drinking shots of scotch and chasing them with gin and tonic, folks. Oh, gosh. Yeah, so I didn't black out. I partially blacked out. I call it phasing in and phasing out, okay, guys? That's what I did. I'm drinking. I phase out. I phase back in. I'm eating popcorn with Darth Maul. He's smiling at me for some reason. It's weird. I phase out. I phase in. I'm in a room about this big with 200 people watching the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah. And I hate that fucking movie. I swear to God, I do. I'll be honest with you. Look, you have your movie, I have mine. If I had a choice of killing myself or watching the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I would kill myself by watching the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I phase out. I phase back in. I'm back at my hotel room with my girl. We're both naked. I'm standing up. She's on the bed, crying. I phase out. I phase back in. I'm watching the closing credits to the Rocky Horror Picture Show for some reason. I know some of you are wondering, were you naked? And I'm like, I don't know, but it's the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Nobody's going to know the difference. All right, guys, that is it for me. Let's bring up your first comic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, he's a new addition to our Geeks show. He came out and he's actually helping us out here by helping us do this show. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing comedy with this guy for a long time, a future Geek alum. Give it a big round of applause for Joe Barton.
Hey everybody. Yeah, I have no idea what that music was. I know, I'm like, they asked me to be on this show. I wasn't supposed to be on this show. And I'm like, this is new to me. I like all you nerdy people. You're cool. All the costumes are interesting to me. I don't know what any of it is, but it's fascinating, I guess. I don't know. I'm cosplaying myself. I'm dressed up as a guy who beat you all up in high school. So, ooh, too close to heart. No. I don't know. Talk about myself. It's my favorite thing to talk about. I've lost a lot of weight in the last year, and people keep coming up to me and saying weird things like, "Joe, you've lost a lot of weight. You're looking good. The ladies must be all over you now." Nope. I still don't have that problem. Because apparently, underneath all those layers of fat was just a terrible personality. But equally unhelpful, as I learned. It's okay. Recently, or not recently, it was a few months ago, I was at a bar and I was talking to a girl. We were talking about Halloween and what we were going to dress up as for Halloween. And she says to me, you should dress up like Harry Potter because you look like Harry Potter. I'm like, what, brown hair, glasses, you know? It's not a lightning bolt in my forehead, it's just acne scars, you know? I don't know. I've gotten Harry Potter before. People say that to me. It doesn't really bother me, but, you know, because I guess it's better than what I used to be called, which was just Fat Harry Potter. So I'm moving on up, guys. I knew the weight loss was for something. Better nicknames. Doing all right. I'm not good with women though. I don't know how to talk to them. It's very difficult. I don't enjoy like hitting on like women like when I'm at a bar or something. I heard a conversation with a girl. She said, "Yeah, I don't like whenever I go out how guys are always hitting on me. Guys are always hitting on me wherever I go." I'm like, "Hey, I don't enjoy hitting on you. It's not something I want to do. This is just millions of years of evolution telling me it's what I have to do." You know, like I walk into a bar and I see a pretty girl and my brain is like, "We want that! Go, go, go! Ask her if she likes Jurassic Park!" Works every time, guys. Bitches love dinosaurs. I am a straight man, though. Aggressively heterosexual. Just running through bitches. Y'all don't even know. I am straight. One of my best friends is gay, which is pretty cool. Because I like to collect minority friends like they're Pokemon. You know? Gotta catch them all. I've got a gay one. I've got a black one. I've got a Latino. That's a boy Mexican, for those wondering. You know, and so the great thing is you want to have variety, you know, when it comes to your minority friends, because they all have all their own special abilities and powers, you know. Like the black one, he's really athletic, but water is his weakness, so you gotta watch out for that. Oh man, what am I talking about? I've been seeing this girl recently, and it was weird because for the longest time, like she was leading me on, And like I never like it just kept happening for months and months. She kept leading me on, and I would kept like going back to her, and like she would reject me. And like I feel like I was like I don't know why I keep doing this. Like I feel like my decision making was like the characters in the Jurassic Park movies. Like, hey, you remember that terrible place we all went to where a bunch of people died? Let's go back there. Twice. You know the old saying goes, fool me once, then I'm full of dinosaurs. Shame on you. Fool me twice, then I'm full of dinosaurs, and I'm retarded, and I deserve to get eaten by dinosaurs. That's how it works, guys. I love cereal. It's the thing I like. Who loves cereal? These are my people. I love cereal. One type of cereal I refuse to eat. It's a spin-off of the popular cereal Captain Crunch. It's called Oops, Just Berries. Yeah, because apparently there's some sort of accident at the Crunch Berry factory, and then there's some sort of massive cover-up. They're like, what do we do with all these extra Crunch Berries? They're like, all right, we're going to put them in boxes, and we're going to act like this never happened. I just refuse to eat a kind of, like, anything like that takes that kind of careless attitude about their food. Oops. It's not what I want to hear when I'm about to eat something. Because with that, after that, I'm going to be eating, oops, just salmonella. Yeah, don't want that, guys. Oh, boy. I joke a lot about how I don't do well with women, and I know that comes as a surprise, what with my swag on 100 thou, measured it myself, had a doctor confirm it, so I know it's true. But I don't do well with women, and I know why though. It's because I'm not a confident guy. People tell me that's what you need to get women is confidence. Because women are like horses. They can sense your fear, and they also like it when you hand feed them apples. It's like, come here, girl, I got a treat for you. Don't be scared. Shh, that's good. You don't want to spook them, so. Not confident. I'm indecisive, which is a nice way of saying that I'm a pussy. It's not an attractive quality to have. I'm constantly reminded of how, unmanly I am, like all the time. Like my favorite cereal is Special K fruit and yogurt. I was recently buying it at the store. And there was a coupon on the side of the box for free nail polish. Damn, Special K, what are you trying to say? Is something wrong with a man enjoying the delicious taste of fruit and yogurt cereal? It's very emasculating, and I don't appreciate it. That's why every time I eat Special K fruit and yogurt, I hold a gun. Yeah, guys. I don't need a spoon. I got my gun. Guys, it's very difficult to eat cereal with a gun, but it makes me feel like a man. Get out of here. One more thing. Recently, I did bring a girl home for sexual relations. What I call them. Thank you. And the thing that sucks though is I live at home with my parents. Not cool. Especially because my mom brought it up with me the next day. Like, Joe, I saw someone's car in the driveway last night. Who was that? I was like, it was a girl. My mom was like, you shouldn't make a big deal about it. But she was like, well, next time bringing someone home, just let us know. I'm like, why? You know what we're doing, right? Not playing Scrabble. You want me to come home 3 a.m. and be like, Mom! Hey, Mom! Getting pussy tonight! It's finally happening. Hey, Mom, you mind making us breakfast in the morning? Hey, babe, you like Special K fruit and yogurt? All right, guys, that's been my time for tonight. My name's Joe Barton. Thank you.
Sailor Moon, Joe Barton! That's hilarious. I gave him somebody else's intro music. That's so funny. She couldn't be here tonight, but that's okay. You have a great show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to keep the show rolling right along. This is another Geeks Night alumni. He rocked it at the last Geeks Night of Comedy show. Our next Geek Night of Comedy show at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone is March 19th. You can get your tickets on the website, on the Funny Bone website. Hit that up. This guy, I believe he will be there. Give a big round of applause for Andrew Pabon!
Warehouses.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The music.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a nice fade. Oh, awesome. You probably went to college to do that. That's great. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Yeah. Awesome. I love doing stand-up comedy. It's one of my favorite things to do in the whole entire world. And I go to a lot of hostile bars to do stand-up comedy. And a thing that you need for people to laugh is they have to like you first. So I usually do something in these bars just to make everyone like me. And I'm going to do that for you here now. So this is just something I'm going to do to make everyone like me, and we can move on. My little pony, my little pony. Ah, ah, ah. So now that we're all on board with me, we can move on. We can move on. I love doing that because everyone hates it. Yeah. No, at the bars. You guys love it. No, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I love video games. Video games are one of the most important things in my life. I have, like, friends because we bonded over a video game. They're very important to me. And I wish life was a video game because there's no heads-up display in life. There's no HUD. Like, how am I supposed to know how much health I have? I don't want to go to a doctor. I just want to look up and to the right, and there it is. You get a disease, you know immediately. You have rat cancer. Oh, that's all good. I'll pray at a shrine. I'm all good. How do we know? How do we know? Are we walking around with max HP, or the next hit we're done? Your boss wants to give you a pat on the back. Good job, Johnson. No! Boo! Game over. No, I love video games. A lot of people call me racially ambiguous, and you guys should try it. It's a good perk to choose from when you're being created as a character in your mother's womb. You definitely want to hit that button when you grow some fingers. It's a real stealthy class, being racially ambiguous. You can blend into a lot of different races. It's good if you're going for like a rogue build. I highly recommend it. But sometimes people can't take the mystery, and they'll ask you a question because they want to connect on a human level, right? So they'll go up to you and they'll ask you, "Hey, buddy, what are you?" That's fun. And I want to pick something this guy's gonna like because he looks like he has high strength, and I want him to join my party. So I'll pick something that I think he'll like. The lights just fade on me? Am I going crazy? The lights went out? Oh God, I'm scared. I'm tripping, man. I'm on acid. I'm 5 years old and I'm on acid. Great. No, but I'll try to pick something this dude's gonna like. So I'll be like, I'll play a game of, Mass Effect or Knights of the Old Republic in my head, and I'll look at the options. I'll look down at my dialogue wheel and see the options I have. I'm like, I'm Italian. Oh, that's great. I love Italians. I'm like, I just fooled you. Persuasion points +1. Yeah, I lie because I'm a renegade. Thank you. I don't like how video games are treated in the media. Like, I was watching That's So Raven the other day, and they had a Nintendo 64 controller hooked up to a PlayStation 2. That doesn't even work! And in every TV show I've ever watched has portrayed video gamers like this. We know that this is, most people think having fun on a Friday night is like, yeah, party, drinks, yeah. But this is what having tremendous fun as a gamer is on a Friday night. This game awesome. Woo! That's what having fun is. I go to church, and I hate it, but I'm forced to because they pay me. But I play music there, and people get their... Since I'm playing music there, and I don't really care for religion, people are getting their, like, soul saved to Final Fantasy X-2's, like, theme song. It's the best thing ever. But yeah, the church I go to, people speak in tongues, and it's this language where you're totally connected with God, and it's sort of similar to Simlish. It's like they'll be connected with God, and like, oh, and I think it's true. You know, it's a holy language, right? You go to heaven and you're meted by a God. He's like, oh, kate ne pata, oh no solo, hanma boogie. Yeah, man. Here's a hot tip for those of you guys that like to have sex in the audience. Yeah. Woo. If you're gonna have sex and there's a movie playing in the background, make sure that movie is not more interesting. Am I right? Yeah, I lost my virginity while The Dark Knight was playing in the background. She didn't have a chance. Yeah. I hate Facebook, but I use it, and a lot of people, because human beings are so sad, and, you know, like, I do it too, but, like, they'll post something, like, something bad is happening in their life, and they want the world to know, but they're like, you know what, I'm not going to say what it is a song lyric should do. And they'll post it was just a sad song lyric, and it'll be something like, I brace for the goodbye, because that's all I've ever known. You okay, buddy? Like, what's up, man? And what do they say every time? What do they say every time? It's just a song. Like, it's not because Leanne broke up with me at all, dude. It's just a song, right? And I understand that because sometimes I cry for no reason when I'm having a great time. I'm just like... And people ask me what's wrong, and I'm like, dude, it's from a movie. Dude, I'm reenacting a movie right now. You know when Pikachu cries on Ash? Like, that's what I'm doing, man. Don't you all for that? We don't do it. When you like something, just laugh. And if you all, just go to a dramatic movie and do it there. All right. But I love. If you don't know what Pokemon is, it's basically an anime, and I love anime, and I love like self-affirmation stuff, like self-help books and stuff like that, and all that gay shit. I love it, and I think anime theme songs are probably the best thing ever. Well, actually, I've been watching so much anime that I want to get hospitalized, and when I get up from my bed in the hospital, someone yells from across the room, "Brother, you can't! Your wounds haven't healed yet!" And I don't even have a brother. It's gonna get weird. I'm gonna pay a guy. But anime theme songs are like if you want to start your day off right, listen to an anime theme song. It's great. You won't understand anything because everything's in Japanese unless you know Japanese. But there'll always be one word in English, and that word is always inspiring as shit. All right. It sounds a little something like this. Friendship. Thanks, guys. That's my time.
Andrew Babone, everybody. All right. Are you guys having a good time tonight? All right. We are having a good time here with you all. All right. I am going to bring up your next comedian. Man, he's been on our Geeks show since day one. He was the perfect fit. There's no way we couldn't have a show without this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for James Rodatis.
Everybody. All right. I could really listen to this song all night. Like, we could do it for the entire set. Okay, but maybe I should tell some jokes, huh? All right. Now, I'm going to start out by talking about video games. And I know everyone in here loves to play. And I think you'll all agree with me when I say, if the only two video games in your video game collection are whatever Call of Duty is the latest one and some kind of Madden game, I'm sorry, but you do not get to call yourself a gamer. Yeah, that's right. If your entire video game experience involves yelling, "Bro, look out!" you do not get to call yourself a gamer. Video games that simulate real life do nothing for me. I mean, in Call of Duty, you can play a Navy SEAL rescuing hostages. In real life, Navy SEALs rescue hostages. They don't get to rescue a princess. And even back when we had princesses, they weren't rescued by elves who were good with a sword and a bow and arrow. And who could travel through time by playing a flute. That's why I play video games, because that's a completely different world. A friend of mine tried to get me to play this new boxing game a couple years ago that featured real boxers using their real life moves. And he was getting all into it like, look, man, Oscar De La Hoya does that just like he does in real life. It's like, yeah. Does he shoot a blue fireball out of his fist at any point? No? Then we're playing something else. And back in the 90s, that's when I first started really getting into video games. Late 80s and early 90s, flight simulator games were huge. And you could play real airplanes flying on real missions in real countries. That's boring. If my wingman is not a bunny rabbit, a toad, and a bird, I'm playing something else. Yes. Now, I know a lot of people, they like to keep geek culture as a subculture. They like to keep it kind of within the tribe and that sort of thing. But I, for one, am glad that zombie movies are mainstream now. And zombie shows like The Walking Dead are mainstream. Here's why. My mother, lifelong smoker. She couldn't quit with nicotine gum, patches, therapy, anything. Nothing could get her to quit. But my mom got into The Walking Dead, and she saw Zombieland. My mother now knows the importance of good cardiovascular health. Zombies helped my mother quit smoking. Not only that, she's really awesome with a katana now. It's pretty amazing. So a lot of people say, like, I would say the show that got me into science fiction more than anything else was Star Trek: The Next Generation. That was the show that hooked me, and that's what led to Babylon 5. That's what led to Firefly. It started with me with TNG. And a lot of people say that the best actors on TNG were like Patrick Stewart or Brent Spiner. I disagree. I think the best actor in all of Star Trek, LeVar Burton. Yeah. Because whenever they'd have to come up with some made-up problem to why they couldn't use their technology, they'd just write in tech in the script, and then they'd fill it in with some technobabble later. And it was LeVar Burton's job. It was his job to sell that to you like it was real. And he was amazing. Like if they couldn't transport down to the surface of a planet and say, Captain, listen, here's what we need to do. We need to take an EPS power conduit, reverse it through a deionized neutrino beam, then we'll scatter that off the plasma storms in the atmosphere, run that through a reverse pattern buffer, and then we'll be able to get the away team back. That has no bearing in reality whatsoever. When LeVar Burton says it, you're like, holy crap, that's serious. How are they going to reverse the EPS power conduit in time? So I'm going to make things a little bit awkward by talking about politics now. And I think it's fair to say that politically, because now that we're becoming a bigger subculture, geeks and nerds, I think politicians in upcoming elections are going to start looking at the geek vote. Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out kind of where we are. I think at some level we're all at least socially liberal. Because when you think about what we've grown up with, I mean, I've seen Cleons marry Romulans. I've seen a Minbari change her entire biological makeup to be with the man she loves. Yeah, I'm going Babylon 5 deep on this one, okay? Stick with it. I mean, I have seen a man get involved in a 1,000-year committed relationship with his spaceship. Yes. After seeing all that, what do I care if my friends Tim and Toby want to co-sign on a condo and get on the same health insurance? It's no big deal. But I think if we lean to the right on one area, geeks and nerds, it's when it comes to regulation, because we want there to be innovation and new technology and new ideas. And with that, if someone wants to test their own antimatter reactor in their backyard, have at it. Yeah, some people might get cancer from the radiation, but some people might get a superhero origin story. Yes. Make sure there's some spiders around. Oh, so I live in the Ghent district of Norfolk. It's a really neat part of town. It's got Local Heroes Comics. And next to that is Cafe Stella, where you can get really good coffee. And then next to that is Kogan Pizza, where you can get really good pizza and beer. I've just described to you my entire Saturday. But we are having a bit of a problem in Ghent with hipsters. And the problem is that people who don't understand, they're confusing hipsters with nerds. And I get that on the surface, maybe there's some similarities. For example, we both grow beards, but for entirely different reasons. Hipsters grow beards for some sort of ironic fashion statement. Nerds and geeks, we grow beards, and one of our favorite shows has just been put onto Netflix streaming. Or we've illegally downloaded it, Game of Thrones. And when I have the choice between appearing somewhere well-groomed and rewatching yesterday's Enterprise, well, that's no choice at all, now is it? And glasses. I think glasses, that's more of a hipster thing now. Because thanks to LASIK eye surgeries, more and more nerds and geeks are getting that. Everyone else was scared of doing that at first, not us. No, I was first in line. It's like, James, are you a little worried about that? I mean, they're going to be shooting laser beams right into your eyeball. Like, relax. I've seen them do it on Star Trek plenty of times. We'll be fine. Yeah, but I mean, just laser beams right in your eye, that's dangerous, that's untested. No, you don't understand. I have wanted lasers to be a part of my life since I was 7 years old. I am doing this. So J.J. Abrams is going to be directing the new Star Wars films. Yeah, I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic, maybe. I mean, maybe he'd be my second or third choice, since somebody's busy directing Avengers 2. But I'm a little bit worried. I mean, this guy's in control of Star Wars and Star Trek now. I mean, what are the possibilities of series crossover? What would happen if 1,000 stormtroopers shot at 1,000 red shirts? Those who can never hitting those who always die. That's a paradox without time travel right there. So a friend of mine was talking to me at work about religion, and he said, listen, James, and I'm fine with people discussing religions when they try to convert me that I think they cross a line. And he said, listen, I want you to, understand my point of view because I'm a person of faith, and you have to understand, where I'm coming from. I said, listen, Dave, I may not be religious, but I understand exactly where you're coming from. Because when it comes to arbitrary belief systems that constantly reinvent themselves to increase their commercial appeal, well, that's very Dungeons & Dragons. I get it exactly, yes. The New Testament, very second edition D&D. Except when you see someone that has a dramatic turnaround from a terminal illness, you think that's a miracle from God. Me, I think that's rolling a natural 20 on a fortitude save. Guys, that's been my time. You guys have been a fantastic crowd. I hope this continues to be a great convention. Y'all have a great night. Come see us on March 19th.
James Rodatus, everybody! Oh, man. Natural 20, 2D6. I love those terms. They sound like DJs in hip-hop. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, DJ Nat 20 and MC 2D6 on the wheels of steel. All right, guys. That's enough of that. I'm going to bring up your next comic. He made his first his first Geeks Night of Comedy appearance at our last Geek show, and he rocked the house, ladies and gentlemen. He is hilarious. Give a big round of applause for Dustin Nowak.
Yeah! It's my jam. God, there's a lot of bass. I love that. Thank you guys so much. Hey, guys. Hey! Woo! Okay.
Okay, I get that. I play video games. I do, yeah. Yeah, that's right. You guys are into that. I remember that now. And one of my favorite, one game actually I've been playing a lot that I don't really like that much is The Sims. I've been playing it because, you see, most video games, they try to be fun, not The Sims. It's, for those of you who haven't played it, it's a life simulator video game. That's right. You can create another little version of you and live another life in this video game because this one's so easy. Just sign me up for another one. Sorry, honey, I can't make love to you tonight. I have to make love to Cyberwife for neglecting her. Another thing I don't like about the game is that is like what's the first thing you do whenever you turn on the game is they make you create your character and like you have to feed them, use the bathroom, check the mail, and go to sleep. Because they don't know how to do any of that. You have to teach them how. Like, no wonder the game takes so long to load. My character's learning how to breathe. Like the little cymbal spinning, he's just going. Got it. Like your characters, they're born like just that second. They don't have any histories. They don't have any. They don't have any childhoods, any parents. They don't have any memories from high school. They have any bad memories from high school. How can I properly recreate myself in this world if I can't make him watch his friends dance at prom? See, that's good because I tell that joke other places. They love that. Yeah. People laugh at sadness. It's pretty good. Makes it go away. For a moment. And another thing, also, the game gives you points. It lets you know how well you're doing. That's not life. That's not how it works. When I pull up my stats, I just want to see a picture of my character shrugging. It's like, I feel a little bloated. That's about it. Where's my self-doubt meter, and why is it not full all the time? I never want to know what I'm doing. Guys, in The Sims, there are no jobs. There are only careers. Like nobody's a shoe salesman or flipping burgers. They're all astronauts, lawyers, doctors, adventurers. What's the promotion level, promotion stage on an adventurer? How does that work? I actually happen to have that on me. Yeah, I came prepared with that. Not prepared enough because it was not the first thing on my phone. Here it is. So, the entry-level position to your character who was just born moments ago. Ambassador's intern. Oh, so you never went to high school, you don't have any education? Sure, you can help me run a country. That's great. Let's do that. Eventually, if you work hard enough, you can become a deep-sea excavator. Because those two jobs are related. That makes sense. Then you can become a warhead disarmer. Yeah. So what have you done with? I've been in the water. I've been in an office. Here, just fuse this bomb. And eventually, if you work hard enough, maybe one day you'll become a space pirate. Space pirate, because that's a real thing. Like if you're gonna give people these weird jobs, at least give it make it a little bit more realistic. Give them a couple of obstacles. Like I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid you'll never become an astronaut. Yes, it seems that you can't eat without a command. It's weird. We don't like it. Okay, now you're just doing circles. You just peed in the corner of my office. Get out. Get out. I'm really sad. Yeah. It's because Christian Bale's not making any more Batman movies, you guys. Yes? We're going to fight after this. I'm kidding. No, I do. I love those movies. I love them. And so what I like to do now is I like to watch old Christian Bale movies and just imagine that he's Batman. Like, let's see. Anyone here? What's the one thing that Batman never uses? Guns. That is correct. I would have also accepted the love of his parents. Suck it, Batman. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, he never uses guns. Actually, there's a lot of movies where he's using guns. Let's see. 310 to Yuma. Batman shoots cowboys. Terminator Salvation. Batman is shooting robots. Reign of Fire. Batman is shooting dragons. And Equilibrium, where Batman shoots anyone who feels things. My mom just died. Justice. He throws the cape over his face. There's also a lot of movies where he has a really awesome fights. Like in The Fighter, Batman boxes with Marky Mark. The Prestige, Batman has a magical duel with Wolverine. And one of my personal favorite films of all time, American Psycho, where Batman kills the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars with an axe. Do you like Huey Lewis in the news? They're all right. Swear to me! It's a good movie. You guys should watch it. I'm gonna get ready to get out on this last joke. Before I do that, just want to plug. I have Andrew Babone, the guy who's the second comic up here. Me and him have a podcast called Manga Bros, where we do basically radio plays by reading manga. It's pretty fun. We just started. It's really good. You guys should check it out, or not. That's cool. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. I love movies. I do. One thing I really love about movies right now is the trailers. Because thanks to movie trailers, anything you say in a dubstep song, like the moment before the beat drops, sounds like the most important thing ever. It's so true. Like, let me give you guys an example.
Are you ready? You bet I am.
Like, oh my God! He is so ready! So theoretically, like, that could be applied to any situation, you know? Mom! Mom, we're all out of toilet paper! Mom! Whatever, I'm just gonna hop in the shower. I don't even care anymore, Mom. Thank you guys, that's all my time. Give it up for your host, Derek Williams.
Dustin Nowak, everybody. All right, we're down to our last two comics. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our last two comics. And this next comedian, not only a comedian, he is also a magician, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big round of applause for Joseph DePaul.
C. Jews in space.
Jews out in space, we're zooming along, protecting the Hebrew race.
That was an introduction for somebody else. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's so nice to be here at ROFCON. Before I go too deep into the set, I want to kind of piggyback on something Dustin brought up. If you haven't noticed, there is a strange phenomenon in the last couple years in movie trailers. There's a very strange sound effect you've probably heard. I call it the angry bus fart noise. And if you don't know what the angry bus fart noise, it sounds something like this. This noise has been used in almost every action movie trailer since 2007 to make things sound totally epic. Terry, what is this? Is this thing worldwide? Is anyone doing better than us? I don't know. Now that's it in a nutshell, and it's used in action movies. However, I'd like to think, what would this sound like if it were in a sappy romance trailer like The Notebook? It was a magical summer.
Nolan was a country boy. And Allie was from the city. They met at the country fair. Now, part of me wants this to actually exist in real life because I want to know when shit gets real. We're going to my mother's for Thanksgiving. Did you remember it was my birthday today? Hey, look, the new Tyler Perry movie is out. All right, enough of that nonsense. All right, enough. All right. As Derek said, my name is Joseph DePaul, and I am a magician. It works when you guys don't applaud, too. Okay, all right, yep, that was enough. We're moving on. So what I want... So the next thing I have here... Really? Really? Okay, we're gonna... I want to show you guys something very interesting. Before we go too deep into this again, I don't know if you guys might be a little too far away. Do you know what this is? It's a rabbit's foot, and do you know what it means? It means this one had diabetes. This is my awe clicker for the night. This audience has been up to 18. Aw. 19. Now, does anyone know? Now, does anyone actually know where a rabbit's foot comes from? Do we know where it comes from? No, it comes from this thing. You're probably wondering, okay, what is this? I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's a trap! Ladies and gentlemen, what I have here is a Sleepy Creek 1 1/2 inch steel animal trap. It is made of heat-treated, heavy-duty steel. The whole purpose of this, if you notice, look at it really carefully, it's not serrated at the edges like you've seen in cartoons. There's no teeth on this. The reason why there's no teeth on this is when our happy little furry friend is coming along, enjoying a pleasant little life. You'll notice that the animal's bones are completely broken, yet the pelt has remained undamaged. That way, Grandma can get her cute, fuzzy little slippers and everyone feels happy around Christmas time. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, why have I brought this contraption of pain and torment on the stage tonight? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about geek culture tonight. One of the earliest uses of the word geek were sideshow performers. These are the people on the side of the big giant tent. They were called 10-in-1 shows. The geeks, freaks, and all those types would have deformities or things done to them that body altered. Or there are those of us who just had skills that we could do that most normal people can't. So what I can do, actually, is through transcendental meditation, I'm going to place my hand in the center of this trap. It's going to close on my fist in about 125 miles per hour. And with that transcendental meditation, I am going to shut off the pain receptors in my neocortex. This sounds incredibly impressive because I don't know what the hell any of those words mean. Here we go. I will let fear pass right through me. Fear is the mind killer. All right, there's one person who read Dune in this one. 2. Okay, there's 3. Here we go. You're going to count down with me, right? You good? Yeah. 5. You got to do it as a group. 4. Not just single moms and drunk people. 3. Now just single moms. 2. I'll see you guys after the show. Here we go. And what? Now, speaking of cute animals, I wanted to do something. What you may not know, in addition to be a sideshow performer, I am also Hampton Roads' premier #1 talented balloon animal artist. Ow. You guys can name any animal that you want, and I can make it. Go ahead. No, name another one. No. I heard dog. And if my public here at ROFCON wants a dog, you will get a dog. Someone say giraffe? Cheesies, please. This dog had an accident. It's crossing 264. There you go, just a few more. Dog! What you may not know about this dog is it does tricks. Look, beg. See, chicks are no match for the balloon puppy. Roll over. Is that, I don't own a dog. Is that how they do it? No. Play dead. All right, here we go. Oh, I have another animal. This is kind of like Pictionary with animals. I don't know if anyone gets this, but I do this, and most people never guess what this thing is. We're going to try this. Let's see here. See if you guys are good at this. What is this one? It's a tadpole, you freaking sickos. It's a tadpole. So in keeping with the geek tradition, the sideshow tradition here tonight, I also want to show you something. Some of you may be familiar with people who walk on hot coals, hammer nails into their noses, walk on glass, and swallow swords. I'm not going to do anything like that tonight. I'm not allowed to use swords because there's a... Don't despair. I have spares. All right. Now, I'm not going to use a sword tonight because sharp objects, I cannot use sharp objects because it is a condition of my parole. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use about 20, or let's say 24 inches of cold, hard rubber. Now, before I do this, a couple questions I have to answer for you guys. Yes, I am straight. No, I cannot teach your girlfriend how to do this. And any other comments you may have, you can't afford me. I have got to get a real freaking job. This guy up front's thinking he wasn't cute until he did that trick. Well, that does it for me, folks. That's, you actually thought I was going to put my hand in a trap. Who would actually put their hand in a trap like that? Let's get down. Ah! I am so turned on right now. Let me get off stage and grab my girlfriend and work this one off and bring Derek back up here. My name is Joseph DePaul. It was a pleasure and honor to perform for you guys.
Trouble appears to put it right back in its place. And Goyle attack us. We'll give him a smack, we'll slap him right back in the
Just with the
face.
Paul, everybody! Paul Wabbit. Oh, that was great, guys. Okay, we're down to our last comic. You guys had a good time so far? I don't believe you guys had a good time so far. All right, Geeks Night of Comedy. Our next show is at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone, March 19th. Call the Funny Bone or go on the website. You can buy tickets. After the show, we have some Geeks Night of Comedy shirts that we will be selling. Right on your exit right out that door. We'll be selling some shirts. You can come by, say hi, take pictures with us, have a good time. They're going to reset the room for the dance tonight. Are you guys ready to dance tonight? All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this guy has been on since day one at Geeks Night of Comedy, and he's been all over the place with it. I've been doing comedy with this guy. I actually witnessed his first time on stage. It was a great time. And he's been hilarious ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for C.B. Wilkins!
How is everyone? Why are you so far away? I don't understand this. This setup is interesting to me. That we have like a 20-foot chasm between us. It's interesting. They set it up like not so that you can see our faces on the stage, but so you can watch the videos on the sides. It's like they just know you're like that big a geek. So you don't want any human interaction. You want to filter it through a screen. I get it. So that's fun. Feel free to move up. I'm the last one. I'm breaking the rules if you want. Like, roll up. Come on. What do you? I don't know. I love that in a room full of people who are non-normative, we're still trapped in that little box. Like that, you put a line here, and nobody was like, I want to sit closer. Fuck it. No. Guys half of you got ears, and you still can't move your chair. All right. Good to know. It's very good to be here. We love the Geek Show. I've been doing comedy 4 years. Do it, man. Go for it. Yes, this guy is my favorite guy in the room. Fuck it. Yes. I love it. All right. And now you three are just followers. He was the real. The rest of you guys are just followers. No, I appreciate you guys coming up. Thank you. It's because that's the thing. It's easier to do this when you can relate. No, she's leaving now. She retreated. All right. It's fine. It happens. It happens. People love this show. People love doing the geek shows. Like we do shows at, like I said, crappy bars and places where the people just hate you, and you guys love everything. I love it. There was too much empathy in this room though. People were trying to say something kind of mean. You guys were like, aw. I don't know why you're doing that. No, most people out in the world are just like, yeah, whatever. I love it. That's why I love the Geeks. It's good. People do want to be on the show. I have my one buddy. He wanted to be on the show. He's like, I'm a geek. We're like, you're not a geek, man. Every other thing you post on Facebook is about you doing squat thrusts at the gym. He's like, what? Being in shape means I can't be a geek? It doesn't help. It doesn't help. As a rule, we're not a very physically fit bunch. It turns out that writing Firefly fan fiction and doing a shot-for-shot remake of the movie Alien, starring my black lab puppy as Lieutenant Ellen Ripley, doesn't exactly work the deltoids. I have no idea where the deltoids are. Putting my hand here, rubbing something. Nowhere close to here, I'm pretty sure. Another friend of mine, she's a comic, she was telling me, she's like, I want to be on a geek show. I'm a geek. I want sci-fi stuff. Like, no, you don't. You're a hot chick that hangs out at bars and guys hit on you, okay? If you've ever been tired of guys trying to have sex with you, you're not a geek. Sorry. Oh, that hit home for a few of you. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. No, because the thing is, like, geeks, we will have sex with other geeks. But even then, it's just a kinky game of LARP. That's all it is. You're Han Solo. She's Lara Croft. You're happy to be inside of her Pandora's box. She hopes you do the Kessler run in more than 12 parsecs. It's a good time. I do love my geek women.
Living. Okay, don't give yourselves a round of applause. You're not wonderful people. That's fine. Yeah. Geek women, it's fantastic. We need our geek women. I love it. They're all awkward and have no social skills and stringy hair and don't know how to work makeup. I love it. It's fantastic. No, I want to take all of you on a series of dates where we just stare at the table because we're both too awkward to talk. That's what I want to do. I'm not even kidding. I did one of those today. It was great. It was wonderful. I do like a girl with glasses. I think it's a very sexy look. Ma'am, how you doing? I see you. It's a good look. I like it because I like a smart woman. If you see a girl wearing glasses, you can pretend she's smart. Just like I'd be like, oh, yeah, girl. Ooh. Do those quadratic equations. Ooh, you nasty, girl. Ooh, carry the one. Spell obfuscate. Obfuscate, you nasty girl. It's a ridiculous thing to be attracted to, isn't it? That's a medical device you're using to correct a problem, okay? It's like being attracted to one wearing a back brace or a cast. Just stupid. Although if I see a girl wearing knee pads, that's a great look. I'm into that. I do like that a lot. Any video game people out here? Yes. I'm not one of you. I'm sorry. No, don't boo me. It's just because I'm not good at them. That's why I just got beat in an NBA Jams over there. Like, I used to beat that game when I was a kid, and now I'm old and I can't do it anymore. I'm not into games. Like, that's the thing. And that's the thing about Geeks. It's cool that you love games. Awesome. I'm not into them. Whatever. I don't have to be mean about it. That's the best thing about being geek. We can all be into different stuff. The one game I do like is Tetris. I love Tetris, and I'm good at it. I'll beat most of you in here. Probably not. You guys all have autism. I'm not going to beat you. No. Not going to beat a room full of autistics. Not going to happen. But I love Tetris because Tetris is just like life. Because you can't beat Tetris. You guys know that? There's no boss level at the end of a Tetris. Like, you don't defeat a dragon and save a princess. You don't take off your mask and find out you're a woman the whole time. Like, there's no end screen to Tetris. Tetris just keeps getting harder and harder until eventually you can't keep up anymore and you die. Just like life. That's what Tetris... Like, when I play a game of Tetris, it's like I'm talking to myself like, you got to make better decisions. You got to fix this. You got to turn it all around. Right now's the day. Come on, do it, buddy. Like, at the end of the game of Tetris, all you can do is be like, I did the best I could. I did the best I could. I did the best I could do better. I like Walking Dead. Any Walking Dead fans in here? Yes, I like The Walking Dead. I like the comics. I like the show. They're both different. Someone says, like, I like the show better. I like the comic better. You're just saying, I like TV better. Or I like comics better. They're different. But I got my parents into watching them, which is cool because that's like our family bonding time. We sit around and watch people get killed by zombies. It's a good time. So what ends up, though, because we have conversations about like what would happen in the zombie apocalypse, and there's a rift in my household. Like my mom and I, we both know we would die on the first day. Like, we don't run very fast. We're not quick. We don't even care about living that much. Like, we would just get eaten the first day. My dad, on the other hand, he believes he's going to survive. Like in his heart, he's like, I'm going to make it. My dad is 70 years old. He's very overweight, and he has 2 bad knees. So as long as there's no running or jumping or squatting in the zombie apocalypse, he'll be just fine. Like a zombie movie starring my dad would last 3 minutes. Be like, I'm going to make it. That's the whole movie, credits. That's it. That's it. It would be just like my dad to like survive the zombie apocalypse and like cure it. You know, like you'd find out like who knew all along the cure was casual racism. Thanks, Dad. Who knew? I've lost track of where I was going. No one else brought paper up here because they're smarter than I am. And I have this paper because I'm dumb. And now I can't find what I wanted to do. God damn it. What was that? Cheat codes. That's what, yes. See, I'm not a gamer. I remember Game Shark. That's how old I am. Game Shark, yeah. That's all you need to do with the show. You just say references, and that's the biggest applause you get all night. Like a finely crafted joke can't be just saying Ninja Turtles. You go, oh. Yeah, no, I don't think I wouldn't do well in the zombie apocalypse, but I would do very well in the regular apocalypse. Like in like the like Mad Max, like Fallout apocalypse, where it's like just like the irradiated wasteland. Like I would be great in that. All right? Because here's the reality. In that kind of apocalypse, I'm just a very large man who could murder most people.
Like, these 4 came up in my kill zone. That was real dumb of them. Like, they're the first to go. Like, and now, you know, and like, because every problem I have right now is just having the neurosis of dealing with society. You know, like, if you took society away, again, I'm a large murder machine. That's all like, and again, you say, okay, you wouldn't survive the zombie apocalypse, because I just said, kind of chubby, not running real fast. Here's the thing, in the regular apocalypse, this body is a blessing. Food's going to be scarce, all right? All the skinny little people, like this guy right here, going to die off quickly. Okay, I got like 1.5 years worth of food supply just on my own fat body. I'm going to be fine. Another thing, no one who eats healthy is going to survive in the regular apocalypse. Okay, there's not going to be a lot of kale in the wasteland. Not a lot of sun-dried tomatoes in the irradiated plains, you know? Like, whereas normally I eat terrible, terrible things that no human being should, like, you should eat hot dogs and fried cheese. That's not supposed to go in your body. So they're gonna be out there. The healthy people are just gonna be starving, skinny and starving, trying to, you know, sit there trying to eat fried chips and just throwing them up because their body can't handle them. I'm gonna be out there just having a feast. I'm gonna be eating trash can lids, used tampons, just having a great day, just having a good time. Another thing I have going for me, dogs love me. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. Dogs, like, they love me. They follow. Like, if I go to your house, your dog will want to leave with me. I don't know why this is. Just, I'm a sweet inside. I don't know. Dogs love me. So in the wasteland, I'm just gonna have like packs and packs of dogs, just collecting them. So like one day, it's gonna be your skinny little ass sitting out in the wasteland, starving. You're trying to figure out how to survive. Like, I gotta get some water. I gotta get some food I can survive on. And then all of a sudden, over the hill, a pack of like 300 dogs are gonna come over the hill. And you're going to be so freaked out. You're going to be like, what's happening? And then at the crest of the hill, it's just going to be me standing, just tall, blood all in my beard, naked, because I'm not wearing pants in the apocalypse, anyone. Just shouting like, I am the dog lord, bow to me! You're so dead. You guys are fantastic. Thank you all so much for having us. We love you very much. Run away, little boy. I'll get you. Thank you guys for moving up close. That was really cool.
Give a big round of applause for CB Wilkins! You guys enjoy this show? All right, Virginia Beach Funny Bone, March 15th. We're selling shirts after the show. Shirts are $18 and stickers are $4, but you can get both for $20. Save some money, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the shirt right here, ladies. You like that right there, our Geeks Night logo? All right, we're going to be selling those right after this show. I hope you guys had a good time tonight. Give a big round of applause for all the comments you saw tonight. Joe Barton, Andrew Pabone, James Rodanis, Joseph DePaul, CB Wilkins. My name is Derek Williams. Thank you very much. All right, have a good night, guys.